This is an introduction to the basics of Twitter. So when you go to twitter.com, you get this page, and to sign up, it really is very simple. You just put in your name, email, password, and you sign up there. I've already got my login details, so I'm just going to sign in up here. And it takes me to the Twitter homepage, which has recently had a redesign, and it now looks like this. So for the very beginner, I'm just going to go through some of the very basics, and then I have another screencast that is a little bit more advanced. But the first thing to say about Twitter is that, unlike Facebook and other social networks, you don't have to be friends as such with the people that you're following. I can follow anybody I want in the world. So it could be politicians, celebrities, comedians, sports people, journalists, and many of them don't want to follow me back because I'm not that interesting, but I can follow whoever I want. Similarly, there are some people who follow me who I don't know who they are. They don't do things that I'm necessarily interested in, so I don't follow them back, but they still follow me. So it doesn't have to be like for like, which is what makes it a very open network and makes it very powerful. So this is what's known as a news feed coming down the page here. And what these are any tweet that's come from one of these 1,777 people. Now that's a lot of people to be following. I just like this news feed to move at speed, but many people like to just follow 100, 150, 200 people so that they can read absolutely everything. I certainly don't read everything on Twitter. I like to dip in and out of it. So each one of these things is a tweet. And if I wanted to write a tweet here, I'm recording a screencast. You can see as I type that the numbers here go down. So you only have 140 characters to play with. But actually you can say a lot in 140 characters, particularly because you can link to a website. And a website might be, say, 70 characters, but Twitter will automatically shorten it. So you don't have to worry about that. So actually you can do a lot in 140 characters, including you can add a picture. So for example, I might have a picture of a cat, and I might say, here's my cat, and then add a picture of a cat. So you can do whatever you want on Twitter, but remembering that you can link to photos, audio, video, and to other websites. So here you can see this is now stretched out slightly. I can click this little button here that says close all open tweets, and we go back to the usual flow of information. So just the main thing to say on Twitter is that this is my home page. I can now click on this button that says connect, which allows me to see every time somebody has interacted with me. And on Twitter, you'll quickly learn that whenever you mention somebody on Twitter, you use their username. So here's a tweet from somebody last night to me. So this is a little bit like my kind of inbox, but all of this is public. So this is like a public inbox. The other thing you can do on Twitter is you can have private messages. Now to find them, you have to click on this little drop-down menu and go to direct messages. Direct messages are like your email inbox, like your message center on Facebook. You have to bear in mind that you can only send direct messages to somebody if they're following you. So I can't send a direct message to Barack Obama because he's not following me back. So you have to be following each other to send a direct message. And the last thing I'll show you is here where it says Discover. This is a new part of Twitter, and they're trying to make it easier for you to find information. So they've taken some of the top stories from today, and for example, if I'm interested in one of these topics, I can go into that and it will show me a whole host of information. So for example, the Stephen Lawrence trial from today, if I click on that, it will take me to the people who are tweeting about it, the top images, the top videos, the tweets about it. So you can see all of this in one place. So that's why it's called Discover. And finally, I can also just do a basic search. So I'm interested in people who like the BBC or who are talking about BBC content. If I click on that, now all of a sudden I get lots of information, both from the BBC, but also people talking about the BBC. So that's just a very useful thing. So all in all, if you just scroll along this top bar, you'll find everything that you need to start using Twitter effectively.